Life is beautiful, isn't it? And it's even more beautiful when you're alive, active, and your life keeps getting better. That's why we're here on Better Life. Greetings, wonderful people. This is Gloriful, your incredible host. As always, I am super happy to bring you another episode of your #1 show on Dashboards and Entertainment, Better Life. So today we're talking about business. We're going to be looking at the top skills that a 21st century entrepreneur should have in order to be able to scale their businesses during these highly competitive times. Our guest for the day is a marketing and sales expert with over 10 years of experience in the field. He is the founder of Easy Business Communication Services. He is no other person than Mr. Henry Frank Owona. Now follow me to meet our amazing guest. So, hello, Mr. Henry.
Hello, Glory.
You're welcome to Better Life.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing today?
I'm glorious. What about you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. And you look nice in blue.
Thank you.
Our colors almost match, right?
Really?
Like we planned it. So once again, you're very welcome to Better Life.
Thank you.
And just before we kickstart, I would like to ask you, what makes you so passionate about this topic?
Actually, when I was notified about this topic, I was really happy because
Yeah, I noticed that.
it's a topic that I developed in my recent publication.
Okay.
From competition,
competition
to dominion, especially in chapter 3. I discuss about the skills that a 21st century entrepreneur should have.
Okay.
So I was very excited about this topic when I was notified.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, according to you, what is entrepreneurship?
As for me, entrepreneurship is nothing than starting, growing, and running a business. That's entrepreneurship for me.
Okay.
So any person that starts, runs, and grows a business, then you can call him entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yes.
Okay, now entrepreneurship is the act of starting,
Exactly.
growing, and running a business.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much for that. And according to you, do you think there's been a difference from business in the analog age and during the digital age?
Very good question. Actually, the difference is huge and so obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember in the analog age or in the traditional age, it was so challenging for someone to start a business. Firstly, the administrative procedures were so challenging and difficult. And secondly, you needed huge capital for you to start a business in the traditional age. But nowadays, in the digital age, for your information, even with 50,000 francs, one can start a successful business. So far as you have the good skills that are required to run a business in the digital age.
Okay, that's wonderful. And so the main topic for today is talking about the top skills that entrepreneurs during this century should have in order to scale their businesses. Yeah, we have come to the realization that during this age, it is quite competitive. Anywhere you want to look around, there's a startup. You want to turn left, there's one new startup. You want to turn right, another new startup. So the competition is quite high. It's quite high. So we would like to know, what can entrepreneurs out there, business people out there do in order to be able to stand out?
Okay, this question, I've faced it a lot of times, especially during my consulting sessions and also during trainings. What should a 21st century entrepreneur should do in order to start out of the competition that is very
tight.
right? So the first thing I usually advise my clients and all those who come to me is to upskill yourself.
Okay.
Yes, remember, this is the information age. The digital age is the information age. And technology is really evolving nowadays.
Okay.
So when you want to start a business, make sure you learn the required skills that are aligned for that business.
Okay.
So the first skill, since we are already talking about those skills, let me uncover to you the secrets.
Very important. That's why we're here.
So there are actually many skills one really need in order to grow a successful business in the 21st century. Among which you have like graphic designing, we have like social media marketing, we have like web building, we have like SEO techniques, and many other skills. But for the purpose of this program, I've identified 4 main skills that one must have.
Okay,
In
as
order
a business
to,
person.
exactly. So skill number 1 is business communication. So once you have your business, once you have a product or a service you want to market in the digital age, the first thing you have to do is to communicate about your product. What is actually the essence of communication? Is to make sure you create what you call brand awareness. Is to make sure you inform your target population that you have a product and that you are existing and located at this specific place. And this is what I offer to the market. This is the value I'm bringing to the marketplace. That is first skill. So make sure you are a very good communicator. Read books about communication, business communication. You can go on YouTube, learn about digital communication as well, and also follow those who are crushing it in that domain, the domain of communication. These are going to help you upskill yourself in the communication aspects. So skill number 1, business communication. To make sure you create brand awareness about your product. So skill number 2, once you have informed your target population that you have a product, the second thing you have to do is to make sure you pull those people. Remember, maybe they were just informed while sitting in their offices or while sitting in their houses. Now, you want to make sure you pull them from attention. So that they can leave their homes, they can leave their offices and come to your business place and come to your company
to
buy. And this is what we call marketing. Because actually marketing is all the strategies you are going to put in place in order to pull the population towards your company, towards your business. And the strategies you are going to put in place is what we call marketing strategies. So skill number 2, make sure you have powerful marketing skills. So that's the second thing. Now the third thing you have to do, you have to learn when you are growing a business in the digital age is sales. Remember, as I used to say, sales is the main function of any business organization.
Yeah, I think I read that from your book.
Exactly.
If you don't make sales, then you don't have a business.
Absolutely. You must be making sales on a daily basis. Because if one day passes without you making sales, what happens is that charges are going to increase and will be heavy on you. So the essence of any business organization, no matter the field of business,
is to sell.
Sometimes I even say church business, they also need to sell because they have bills to pay. So money must enter. So skill number 3, make sure you are a very good sales professional. You must understand the reasons why people buy. And you must know how to provoke emotions in people for them to buy at the end of the day. Why am I talking about emotion? Because emotion are responsible for more than 90% of purchases. Yes. So skill number 3, make sure you are a good sales expert. So the 4th skill.
Before you go to the 4th skill, I have an impression that you're not telling us everything. I have an impression that you're not telling us everything. So now when you talk about how to get people to make the purchase, how to get people's emotions, can you just tell us one of those ways in which you can cajole people to come towards your product?
Okay, very good question. And to answer this question, I will take a simple example. One day I had a customer that I was actually targeting. It was a prospect, not customer yet. So I noticed that it's a lady that likes everything that's related to beauty. She's always having very beautiful nails, very beautiful makeup. So, and I said, okay, let me offer her one service in a spa in Yaoundé. So I identify one spa. I went there, paid for the service, 10,000 francs. So, and the next day I met her and I offered her this service for free. So she was emotionally moved because she was like, wow, this is
This is what I
impressive.
love.
Yeah, exactly. I like everything that is nice. And even my husband has never offered me such a gift.
Okay.
So she was emotionally moved at that moment. And that's when I took time to vehicle my marketing message.
product.
And guess what? On the spot, I make a sales of 50,000 francs.
Permit me to clap for you. That's why we say you're an expert in this domain. Okay, so this is what you should have told us.
So there are simple examples like that. And one of the main things I want to tell our viewers is that some emotion that we can easily provoke in people are emotions like anger, fear also, anger and fear, especially fear. It easily sells, easily.
Okay, like you give people the impression if you don't get these products, it is at your detriment at this level, at that level.
Exactly.
If you don't get it, it's going to be like this or like that for you, negative
Absolutely,
kind of.
yeah. If you don't get my product, your life will be a mess. Without this product, totally a mess.
Okay. All right, that's good. Let's go to the fourth one.
Okay, so the fourth skill, which are actually the last but not the least, because there are many others, is leadership. In the world of globalization, it's almost impossible nowadays to do business alone.
Okay.
You must have a team with you.
Okay.
And you must be a very good leader to be able to lead this team so that they can buy your vision, so that they can buy your business and support it even if you are not around.
Yeah, because you can't build an empire on your own.
Exactly. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Henry. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've been getting the message loud and clear. Right about now, we're going to have a commercial break. And then when we come back from the commercial break, we're having our second part of the program, which is where we are going to conclude. Stay tuned.
ACMA Media Group, Western Central Africa. Our GRP data planning tools and market insights make us unique in Western Central Africa. We got the expertise to exceed your expectations. Create brilliant, innovative solutions for our clients. 360 integrated communication planning solutions to transform our clients' business. If you want to talk to Francophone Western Central Africa, then talk to us. Our solution includes communication, marketing, creatives, digital, GRP-based media planning and buying, branding activation, PR, and research. ACMA Media Group, reinventing the way brands are built.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining us, you are not too late. This is Better Life, and I am Gloriful, your incredible host. We have with us as guest Mr. Henry Frank Owona, a sales and marketing expert, and we are talking about the top skills that a 21st century entrepreneur must possess in order to be able to scale their businesses during these highly competitive times. So hello, Mr. Henry.
Hi.
How's it so far on Better Life?
Oh, so good. So
Okay.
far, so good.
Okay. Now, I would like to ask from you, what inspired you to get into business? You know, people do things for various reasons. What pushed you?
I love that question, though it's sometimes difficult for me to share the main reasons why I got into business, because it was actually out of frustration.
Okay.
I was so frustrated in my job site by my former boss that I was like, life can't continue like this. I must do something. I cannot bear this for the rest of my life.
Okay. So it's actually out of frustration.
Exactly. Frustration is the main reason behind my journey as an entrepreneur.
As an entrepreneur. So what do you think about it now? How do you feel about your decision to have left your job and started something on your own?
So to be honest with you, Miss Glory, entrepreneurship is somehow challenging
Okay.
But I don't regret because now I'm my own boss. Because now I decide how much I want to earn. If this month I said, okay, this one must earn 1 million francs, I'll make everything humanly possible to earn that 1 million francs.
Okay.
So this flexibility, and you are able to write your own paycheck. Yeah.
Okay. That's wonderful. And so right now we're going to go into one of the parts I love most about Better Life. And it is the fruit game. You know about the fruit game, right? So our guest has to answer some questions in order to have a taste of our fruits of life. Okay. So Mr. Henry, here is the rule. We have a number of fruits in the plate right in front of you. So you're going to have 2 fruits, not the same fruit.
Okay.
And then you're going to answer the questions tagged to the fruits before you have a taste of them.
Okay.
So let us begin.
It's carrot a fruit.
Carrot is a vegetable and a fruit.
Okay, let me choose carrot now.
Okay. All right, so you're going for carrot. Let's see what the carrot question says. Okay, entrepreneurship question.
Okay, great.
Now, if you could, which great entrepreneur's mind would you hack?
Without any hesitation, I'd like to have Mr. Teke Samuel Bring. I want his mind.
Okay.
In my mind.
Mr. Teke Samuel.
I really appreciate what the guy is doing.
Okay.
Actually, for me, he's the smartest young guy in Cameroon so far.
Okay.
The guy is so smart. I like to have his brain.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, Mr. Teke Samuel, are you watching us? Somebody wants your mind here. Okay, so you can have your carrot. Now your answer was satisfactory.
Okay. Thank you.
Now you can have the next fruit.
The next fruit, A, like
Apple.
apple.
My
Okay.
niece calls it apple.
Okay.
Apple. So you're having an apple. Let's see what the apple says. The apple says, oh, apple for love.
Oh, really?
What is the most courageous thing you've ever done for love?
Okay.
Watch your screen. Listen to your screen. Watch your screen.
Okay, the
So tell
most
us.
courageous thing I've ever done for love was staying out when I was 18 years old till 2 a.m.
Okay.
because Bay traveled and I had to wait her to come back
At the agency.
at the agency
Okay.
till 2 a.m. Though I was scared, but I was courageous enough.
You're scared of the night. Wait. Did you say at 18?
Yeah, I was 18 years old.
Wow. So, like, how long have you had her before you could wait for her?
Like,
You could take that risk for her.
Only 1 year.
Just a year.
Yeah.
And where was she traveling from?
Douala
Douala to
to Yaoundé.
Yaoundé. Okay. And you waited at the agency
Yeah,
until 2 a.m.
2 a.m. alone.
When yourself, you're not scared of you're not sure of your own security, and you're waiting to keep you're waiting to keep base safe. All right, that was satisfactory as well. So you can have your apple.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now we'll go back to talking business.
Okay.
Now, there are lots of people watching us out there, people who are into business already, people who are planning to have startups, and employees who are even planning to have a startup. So what are the challenges you faced? Let's use you as a mirror for others to see and then kind of preview the things that will come their way. As a starter, what are the things that you faced? What are the challenges that you faced and overcome in order to be here today?
Okay, I like this question because most often when entrepreneurs are talking to us, the young guys, they don't show the bad part, right? Or
Yeah.
the difficult part.
Yes, of being
Yeah.
an entrepreneur.
So the first challenge any business person will face is getting customers.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I
Getting
always
people to buy your product, to
Is-
believe in your product and
exactly,
buy it.
exactly. And that's why I always advise people who want to start businesses, want to create a startup. The first thing to do before you invest any money in any business, make sure you have some people who can buy, who are ready to buy your product or your service before investing anything.
Okay.
How do you go about it? Okay, let's say you have an idea of starting a restaurant business. First thing before starting anything, before investing anything, make sure you start prospecting without having the product yet. You start prospecting and get some people that want to buy your product. Basically, to make myself very clear, I want people to understand that when you are starting a business, if there is a skill you have to work on seriously, it's prospecting. Because prospecting is the most difficult part of entrepreneurship. Getting customers is the most challenging part. But guess what? Though it's the most difficult part, you can learn it.
Okay.
Because hard things make the difference.
The difference. Okay. Okay. I think I can testify to that as well because I've been a network marketer before. Now, to get people buy your product or buy your idea is not easy.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're rounding up with the program now, and I love to ask this a lot. Now, Mr. Henry, you have this. You have 10 years, more than 10 years of experience in this field. You've come a long way. You have a family. You look good, which means life is good for you. So, what do you think are your top 3 rules for success in life?
The first thing I usually advise people is to work on your mindset first.
Okay.
Work on getting the right mindset. And how do you do that? Number 1, you must be a champion of faith. You must believe in God. You must believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one will do.
Who believe in you?
No one.
Yeah,
not even your mother.
You have to be your number 1 cheerleader.
Yes, exactly. So work on getting the right mindset. Then second thing, work on getting the right skill set. Because I know a lot of people that have a very good mindset. They are really champion of faith. They believe in themselves. They don't know how to do anything.
They don't have any skills, any hard skills or soft skills.
Yeah. So work on getting the right skill set. And we have mentioned them here already. Communication, marketing, sales, and leadership are the most important, especially if you're into entrepreneurship. So the third thing, work on doing the right things every day, taking the right actions every day. What I usually call income-producing activities. And make sure you discipline yourself.
Okay. And with that, Mr. Henry, we have come to the end of your time on Better Life. Thank you so much for coming. It was an honor having you on my set.
Thank you. The pleasure is shared, and thank you once more for the honor of inviting me over in this amazing program, Better Life.
Okay, wonderful people. That was it for our conversation on Better Life today with Mr. Henry Frank Owona. We hope you got his message loud and clear. So are you a business person? Are you anyone who is planning to have a startup? Are you an employee who wants to own a startup? These are the skills you need in order to succeed during these highly competitive times. And this is signing out for us. I am Gloriful, your incredible host, and I am always happy to bring you Better Life every Saturdays at 4 p.m. and a rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. on Dash Sports and Entertainment channel. Keep watching this channel for these and many more exciting programs. Keep watching Dash News for all the news in Cameroon and Africa. This is goodbye from Better Life. I spread love.